Three men, who were charged following an Australian federal police-led investigation into the importation of approximately 300 kilograms of methamphetamine into New South Wales hidden inside an excavator, have now been sentenced in the Supreme Court. The ISUZU Crawler Excavator, model number XE215C, arrived in Sydney from the Port of Hong Kong in a non-functional state. With having all taxes and customs duties paid, it was an expensive import in this poor condition, and raised suspicions among the authorities. Following which Australia Border Force and Australian Federal Police examined this excavator, which had arrived in Port Botany on July 27, 2021. On inspection, officers located a concealment containing a crystalline substance hidden in a part of the machinery. Upon visual examination, the material initially presented a resemblance to diesel gel when observed without specialized equipment. However, subsequent tests revealed the substance to be methamphetamine, with a weight of around 300 kilograms. The illicit substance had been ingeniously concealed within layers of concrete, lead, and steel, in a deliberate attempt to evade detection. This amount had an estimated street value of $184 million and could have been sold in street deals to approximately 2.9 million people. These drugs were supposedly imported to be sold within the Sydney bikie circles and criminal networks on wholesale prices. This strategy would have allowed for larger quantities to be sold at once, catering to the demands of criminal organizations and maximizing profits for those involved in the illegal drug trade. Following the inspection, detection and testing, the AFP officers removed the drugs and delivered the excavator to its destined business premises in Penrith in Greater Western Sydney in early August 2021. 2 weeks after its delivery, the excavator was relocated to a warehouse facility in Arndell Park, where 3 individuals thoroughly examined the delivered consignment. Spending several days in an attempt to access the concealed substances within the excavator, they also procured various tools, including shovels, hammers, and drills, from a nearby hardware store to cut into the machinery, not knowing that the AFP officers were monitoring their every move. Ongoing investigations led to the execution of search warrants at residences in Prospect, Marylands, and Rydalmere. During these operations, law enforcement seized in excess of $200,000, along with encrypted communication devices and multiple kilograms of cannabis. Subsequently, 3 men were arrested and charged with importing a commercial quantity of border-controlled drugs, namely methamphetamine, and attempting to possess a commercial quantity of unlawfully imported border-controlled drug. The maximum penalty for these offenses is life imprisonment. In the Supreme Court of New South Wales, the 3 men were sentenced for importing 300 kilograms of methamphetamine in an excavator destined for Sydney. The Marylands man received a 9-year imprisonment term with a non-parole period of 6 years. The Prospect man was sentenced to 7 years and 2 months imprisonment with a non-parole period of 4 years, and the Pemulwuy man received a 6-year and 9-month imprisonment term with a non-parole period of 3 years and 9 months. They cannot be named due to granted name suppression. AFP Detective Superintendent Christy Cressy said methamphetamine was an extremely addictive illicit drug and caused immense psychological, financial and social harm to users and those around them. Criminals have little regard for how these harmful drugs impact people, their families, and the community around them. This significant seizure demonstrates the importance of the collaboration between the AFP and our law enforcement partners to disrupt attempts by organized crime to import illicit drugs. Criminals will continue to find crafty ways to get harmful drugs into Australia, but that won't stop the AFP from putting them behind bars. Acting ABF Superintendent Mark Ria said criminals continued to wrongly assume that such brazen attempts of smuggling illicit substances into Australia would be successful. To see these criminals face the full force of their actions should serve as a warning to those who attempt to evade our tough border controls. Our strong partnership between domestic and international law enforcement partners played a huge role in this seizure and has prevented one of the most dangerous drugs from hitting our streets and causing harm to our community. The Australian border is a hostile environment for criminals, and ABF officers will work day and night to keep it that way. As additional details unfold in this evolving narrative, we will ensure to provide you with the latest updates. Whatever the case, we will keep you posted. As we bid farewell to another remarkable year, we find ourselves filled with gratitude and inspired for the incredible journey we've shared together on this channel. 2023 has been a year of growth, learning, and building an even stronger bond with all of you. A special thank you to everyone who has generously sent us super thanks. Your support means a great deal to us, especially considering that our channel primarily focuses on crime-related content and not all of our videos are eligible for monetization, making your super thanks contributions incredibly valuable. Wishing you all a joyous new year filled with happiness, prosperity, and endless possibilities. Thank you for being a vital part of the Grid Sparta YouTube channel. Wishing you all a happy new year. Take care, over and out. Wu-Tang.